Goofy Goober's may be the most popular restaurant at Universal Kids Resort. It has the iconic SpongeBob theming, is located toward the front of the park, and is one of the first restaurants many families notice. But the most popular restaurant is not always the best restaurant. We tried every entree, every dessert, and the specialty drink to find out what is actually worth ordering and what you should skip, and whether Goofy Goober's really deserves all the hype. Goofy Goober's is located inside SpongeBob SquarePants Bikini Bottom at Universal Kids Resort in Frisco, Texas. And for SpongeBob fans, this is not just another place to grab a burger. Goofy Goober's is one of SpongeBob's favorite hangouts and one of the most recognizable locations from the franchise. The restaurant became especially iconic in the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, thanks to the unforgettable Goofy Goober rock scene. So Universal did not simply create a quick service restaurant and cover it with SpongeBob decorations. They recreated a place fans already know. The restaurant is colorful, playful, and completely committed to the theme. It also has a prime location towards the front of the park, which makes it easy to find and easy to choose. That combination of location, theming, and familiarity is a big reason it tends to be one of the busiest restaurants at Universal Kids Resort. But popularity and food quality are not necessarily the same thing. After several visits, we have now tried the full menu. Some items are better than expected, some were just fine, and there are a couple we would not spend our money on again. The indoor dining room is not especially large for such a popular restaurant. There's also a covered outdoor patio with ceiling fans. We visited during the Texas summer, and the patio was more comfortable than we expected. It's still Texas, though. Those ceiling fans are not performing miracles. But the shade and the air movement make it a reasonable backup when the indoor tables are full. Goofy Goobers also has Coca Cola Freestyle machines. You can purchase a refillable cup here or use the machines to refill a cup you already bought somewhere else in the park. The refillable cups can be used at Freestyle locations throughout Universal Kids Resort, so this is a really convenient stop when you are exploring Bikini Bottom. You do not have to return to the same restaurant where you originally purchased the cup. Flavor availability can vary, but having the freestyle machines here makes Goofy Goobers useful even when you're not stopping for a full meal. You also do not have to wait in the main food line just to order dessert. Goofy Goobers has a separate ice cream counter, so you can eat lunch somewhere else and come back for a sundae later. And honestly, that may be the best plan for some families. The entrees are solid. The desserts are what really make this place memorable. The Goofy Gooburger was $13.99 during our visit. It comes with American cheese, lettuce, tomato pickles, and Goofy Goober secret sauce on a toasted bun with crinkle-cut fries on the side. This is a classic theme park burger, but it was better than we expected. The burger tasted fresh and satisfying. The American cheese added the familiar salty richness, the pickles gave it some tang, and the lettuce and tomato kept it from feeling all too heavy. The secret sauce brought everything together without overpowering the burger. The toasted bun held up well, and the crinkle-cut fries were hot and crisp on the outside. The Chum bucket tendies were $7.99, and these were one of the biggest surprises on the menu. The outside had a noticeable crunch, while the chicken inside tasted fresh and tender. These were not sad, limp chicken strips that felt like they had been waiting around all afternoon. They were hot, crispy, and one of our kids actually preferred them over the tenders at Curiosity Cafe. You can choose Karen Sweet Barbecue Sauce or Gochujang Barbecue Sauce. Karen Sweet Barbecue has that familiar smoky sweetness that works well for younger kids. The Gochujang Barbecue has a deeper flavor and a little more heat, so it may be a better choice for older kids and adults. At $7.99, this is also one of the better values at Goofy Goobers. Simple, crispy, and very kid-friendly. The Mussel Beach Hot Dog was also $7.99. It's a grilled Nathan's all-beef hot dog served with crinkle-cut fries. The hot dog had that familiar, savory, slightly salty Nathan's flavor, and it tasted freshly prepared rather than the dry or forgotten. The bun was lightly toasted, which added a little texture around the edges. I personally prefer a softer hot dog bun, but this is simply personal preference. One of our kids had no complaints and finished the entire meal. You could also add the Frito chili or Tostados nacho cheese for an additional charge if you want something heavier. For families looking for a familiar lunch that does not require much discussion, this is an easy choice. The I chicken sandwich was $12.99. It comes with grilled chicken breast, bacon, lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, and herb mayonnaise on a toasted bun. On paper, this sounds like it should have plenty of flavor, but when we tried it, the sandwich tasted surprisingly mild. The chicken didn't bring much seasoning. The herb mayonnaise was not strong enough to pull it all together. It was still better than many basic grilled chicken sandwiches we've eaten at theme parks. It's just really bland. I added some Karen Sweet barbecue sauce, and it really helped give it some sweetness and smoky flavor it was missing. So if you do order this, definitely ask for some barbecue sauce on the side. Otherwise, I think there are better ways to spend $12.99. Next is the Humala Bebulah Zeebuhla chopped salad. Yeah, that's the full name, and I'm not promising to pronounce it exactly the same way twice. The salad was $13.99 and includes grilled chicken, Napa cabbage, romaine lettuce, tomatoes, bacon, blue cheese, radish, cucumber, crispy beet strips, and lime dressing. After several heavier theme park meals, this tasted so good. The cabbage and romaine were crisp, the cucumber and radish added a cool crunch, and the bacon and blue cheese brought in some salty richness, while the lime dressing kept everything bright and refreshing. The crispy beet strips were one of my favorite parts because they added texture without making the salad feel heavy. I would have liked a little more grilled chicken for the price, but the salad itself felt fresh, balanced, and genuinely good on a hot afternoon. The cheese fries were $5.99. The crinkle cut fries themselves were fine. They were hot, crispy, lightly salty, and exactly what you want next to a burger or hot dog. The problem was the cheese. There simply was not enough of it to coat the fries or make the side feel worth the extra money. You ended up with a few cheesy bites and a lot of regular fries. You could ask for the cheese on the side and dip them yourself, but honestly, I would skip these and put the money towards dessert. Mini meals can also be ordered with carrot sticks, apple slices, applesauce, or yogurt instead of fries. Goofy Goobers does not have a traditional separate kids menu. Instead, several regular menu items are already priced and portioned in a way that works for children. The Pineapple Fizzy Mocktail was $7.99. It's made with Fanta pineapple, orange and green apple bursting boba, and whipped topping. This drink is intensely sweet. The pineapple soda is fizzy and candy-like, and the boba adds little bursts of fruity sweetness, and the whipped topping adds another creamy layer on top. There is nothing light or subtle about it. The kids love the bright color, the bubbles, and the popping boba. The adults, well, we all pass. That doesn't mean we think it's a bad drink. It's just we know exactly who it's for. If your child loves sweet soda and popping boba, this will probably be a hit. Now, if you're looking for something cold and refreshing on a hot Texas afternoon, I'd probably choose something else. Now let's get to the part of the menu where Goofy Goobers really earns its name, the desserts. These are cold, colorful, very sweet, and completely over the top. Even if you eat your main meal somewhere else, I would still stop here for ice cream. The iconic triple Gooberberry Sunrise was the overall winner for our team. It combines ice cream and strawberry Dole Whip soft serve with chocolate fudge, cookie crumbles, whipped topping, banana, a cherry, and pieces of strawberry Pop-Tarts. Every bite is a little different. One spoonful may be creamy and chocolatey, the next may be strawberry soft serve, banana, or a crunchy piece of cookie. The strawberry gives it a bright fruit flavor, while the chocolate fudge and cookies crumbles keep it firmly in the dessert territory. And then the Pop-Tart pieces take the whole thing into a slightly ridiculous category, which is exactly where a Goofy Goober sundae belongs. It's sweet, messy, fun to share, and probably the dessert kids will still be talking about after you leave the park. You do not have to purchase a souvenir cup to order it. During our visit, the sundae by itself was $8.99. The souvenir cup was $11.99, and the sundae and cup combination is $21.99. The souvenir cups come back into stock fairly regularly, but they can sell out, especially on busy weekends. So if the cup is something you or your child really wants, check for it earlier in the day. I would not wait until late afternoon or on a crowded Saturday and assume one will still be there. Cup or no cup, this is still the dessert we would order first. The double chocolate Molar Blowout is $7.99. It combines chocolate and vanilla swirl ice cream with chocolate fudge, crushed Schwartz cookies, and mini M&Ms. This is the richest dessert of the group and the easiest recommendation for a chocolate lover. The ice cream is creamy, the fudge adds another layer of deep chocolate sweetness, and the crushed cookies and M&Ms give it plenty of crunch. It's less fruity and less chaotic than the triple Gooberberry Sunrise. This one is simply chocolate, cookies, candy, and ice cream doing exactly what they're supposed to do. We would happily order it again. Mount Razzelberries is $7.99. It includes strawberry Dole soft serve, vanilla swirl, strawberry sauce, and pieces of strawberry Pop-Tarts. The Pop-Tart pieces do soften quickly once they sit in that ice cream, and you might not love that soft texture. It really comes down to personal preference. It is colorful and fun, but honestly, we'd choose the triple Gooberry Sunrise next time. If we were going back tomorrow, here's what we'd order. The chopped salad for a lighter adult meal, the Goofy Gooburger for a dependable lunch, and those Chum bucket tendies for kids. And the triple Gooberry Sunrise because that is the item that really makes Goofy Goobers feel like Goofy Goobers. So, is Goofy Goobers worth the hype? Yes. But that does not mean it's the best restaurant at Universal Kids Resort. But Goofy Goobers has something working in its favor that goes beyond the food. It lets families step inside one of the most recognizable locations from SpongeBob SquarePants. The restaurant is easy to find, the menu has familiar options for kids, and the desserts are exactly as ridiculous as they should be. Goofy Goobers may not serve the best meal in the park, but between the theming, the location, and those over-the-top desserts, it is easy to understand why it's the most popular. Have you eaten at Goofy Goobers? Let us know in the comments what you ordered and whether you thought it was worth the hype. And if this video helps you plan your visit, please like the video and subscribe to Universal Kids Guide for more honest reviews, planning tips, and updates from Universal Kids Resort. You can also visit FamilyQuestCentral.com where you can find more restaurant reviews, complete Universal Kids Resort guides, and family travel ideas for other destinations. We are continuing to explore the park, try the food, and answer the questions families actually have before they visit. Thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next adventure.